Looks like she's been partying all night.
In this dish, I'm gonna put a pinch of salt, pinch of sumac. This is sumac chicken. Pepper. And I think.
Well, I cleaned. Well, she's going crazy. I cleaned the whole living room. We stacked up some blankets, rearranged her toy area. Got everything looking really good. I can guarantee you it won't look this good here in a little bit. I've already had to have her pick up some toys. By the way, I shampooed this carpet and look. Somebody decided to spill coffee on the carpet again. I think we know who that is. Not me. Anyway, living room is done. Blankets are stacked. Everything's cleaned. I even had all of that in there cleaned up yesterday. As you can tell, things are starting to pile up yet again. Alright guys, just want to show you another day of growth here on the real life homestead, I guess if you want to call it. So here's the acorn squash. They started taking over. So what I had to do is put this up to kind of stop them. I don't think it'll affect the plant. I have a whole ton right there in the box, but it was killing my rhubarb because it was just covering the top of the rhubarb, and the rhubarb had like no area at all to move. I want to show you guys the exciting thing. My very first ever zucchini is growing right there. Under that little flower there is a zucchini. And, I mean, I have more than this in here, but where did it go? Okay, there it is. Look at that yellow squash growing, guys. There's more than that in this bed, but just really wanted to show you that. My cucumbers are doing crazy good. Look at that one. Got more hidden in here. Tons and tons of tiny ones coming in. My aromas have exploded. If you can see. There's just so many tomatoes. The backside here as well. All over. Onions are doing really good. I got some huge big boy tomatoes coming in now. All over the place. Oops. Kind of hard to get in there and show you guys without moving things. Strawberry plants. I've got strawberries coming in. If you can tell, I don't think this little, right there, strawberries are coming in. There's some more right here. They're just, look at this tomato. Look at that. Look at that. Would you look at that? Look at there. Would you look at that? Oh man. Very good mood today, feeling much better than what I was the other day. And coming out here when there's no rain at all makes me very happy to see the progress of my garden. Got some sweet peppers and more coming in as well. Look at all of these chili peppers trying to change color. These are serrano. Over here is my jalapeno. I think in about a day or two I'm going to pick some of these serranos. I have so many of them ready. Got a bunch of tomatoes right here. Little tiny ones coming in. Another good size one right there. They're just everywhere. And over here, they're all hidden. You can't really see them that well unless I get real close up on them because they're basically the same color as the leaves right now. And then cucumbers over here. Where did it go? I know I seen a great big one in here somewhere. Or maybe it was the other one over there. I don't know. Every time I find them, I can't find them again. But anywho, I have tiny ones coming in over here as well. There's another one. Acorn plants doing great, like I said. Just don't have any fruit on them yet. I've got my cantaloupe right here. They're vining out as well. They've been vining out, I should say. I did not think that they would make it. If you've been following along, you know I have not been too enthused about the progress of my cantaloupe and watermelon. But they're doing great so far. And as you can see over here, it's like a whole little patch in the corner of watermelon plant vines, whatever you want to call them. Doing very, very well. There's a few of them in here. So yeah, that is my garden right now. And then I've got my flowers that are, yeah, some of them dying off, but new ones coming in. My rosebush plant is doing very good, as well as my lilac bush that my mom gave me, I should say. Look at the new growth. That is crazy. And then look how big that one is at the bottom. So there you have it. Progress of my garden right now. I just had to tie I had to tie a lot of the tomatoes up because they have big tomatoes now, and they need to be more sturdy than what they were. All right, moving on. All right, so I am cooking up dinner right now. I got some burger here, frying away. I got some water here in the pan. Don't mind that. That's from a few minutes ago cooking. Water in the pan, fire going for some instant potatoes. These are the potatoes that I decided to go with. I was gonna do fresh potatoes, but I don't have any without eyes on them, and I want to plant potatoes. So rather than buying more potatoes, I had these in the cabinet, so I'm going to use these. Alright, I forgot to show you guys, but I got some taco seasoning in with a burger. I actually drained the grease into an old cup, and I usually empty that out and throw it away once it cools down. Yeah, are you hungry, honey? Are you gonna eat? So I am gonna get some water in this, but I like to kind of mix it up and see how much water I have to go because there was still some grease in it. But you can't have dry taco meat, so I'm gonna grab some water. Alright, I'm not measuring it, I just eyeball. We're a little bit in at a time. I do the same thing with my taco meat when I make tacos. Oh yeah, I guess I'm gonna have a habit of not telling you guys what I'm cooking until I'm halfway through. So this is what I call a mashed potato taco bake. I really don't know the name of it. My mom's been making it for quite a while. And my kids like it too, so I make it for them. I think I might have made it on my channel before. I'm not really 100% sure. I've made so many things on my channel, but... So this burger is already fully cooked. Just want to cook down this liquid so it's not really runny. turn my fire off. Give this a good mix with my whisk. Breaks up all those instant potatoes so you don't have clumps of uncooked potatoes and they're nice and smooth. I know, you're hungry, honey. So this whisk actually does not affect my pot like I thought it would. I've used it many times in my pots and pans set. All done. I got all the potatoes in the pan. Kind of like to make a little well in the middle, especially because this pan is not as deep as the one I usually use. So I want to make sure all the burger gets in here and stays in here, along with the cheese. And next, the burger. Kind of pushing it down. I wouldn't have to push it down if I had a deeper pan. But, yeah. I am pushing this down. Alright. Num, 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 num. Next thing is bacon. This is hardwood smoked bacon. They're real bacon crumbs. Just going to put those on the top. You can put any toppings on this when it's done. We're going to put salsa. Well, they are, I should say. Going to put salsa on the top of theirs. I forgot to grab sour cream. I wasn't planning this, you know, until today. So, yeah. Don't have sour cream, but there's ranch. They'll eat ranch on it, too. All right, next is going to be Colby Jack cheese from Meijer. This is actually a really good filler for kids especially, you know, if they're really, really hungry because you got all those potatoes in there. It's even better if you use, you know, fresh potatoes, raw potatoes, and cook those up. You can even just chunk them up. Or keep them chunked up, I should say. So whenever you cut your potatoes up and you boil them to make mashed potatoes, you can keep them chunked up and put them in the bottom of this, like I did the mashed potatoes instead of doing the mashed potatoes. But they like them this way, so plus I did not have fresh potatoes, and they'll eat this. All right, I think that's it for cheese, don't you think? Did I overdo it? I don't think they'll think I overdid it, but potatoes, meat, bacon, and cheese. Mashed potato taco bake. So I've got my oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Time to put her in. So now all I gotta do is wait for that cheese to melt and get a little bit golden on top. Dinner will be ready. So it's pretty easy. Another easy recipe for you guys if you like all those things. You can add anything you want to it, to your burger, especially if you cook it. You can throw in green onions. You can throw in yellow onions, white onions, purple onions, whatever you want. But you don't even have to use the taco seasoning for it. But for toppings, we usually do lettuce, tomato, sometimes black olives, salsa, hot sauce, sour cream, all that. Okay. All that stuff for tacos. So, but yeah, like I said, I didn't get sour cream, so they're not going to have sour cream, and they're fine with that. Well, I am here at the gig waiting for everybody else to show up so that we can start carrying in all the equipment and setting it up. So, yep. Claire Moose Club. Clare, Michigan. Moose Club, Moose Lodge, Family Moose Lodge, Clare, Michigan. All right, back out in the garden, I want to show you guys the color change process of these tomatoes. So, as you remember, they start out, let me see if I can find some new ones. Kind of this lighter green here with some dark green stripes. And then they go to this deep, deep green, kind of look like mini watermelons. But now it is color changing. If you can see that, it's kind of like a yellowish orange. They're getting ready to grow more and change colors, which is awesome. The next step in all of this just can't get over how good my garden is doing. But anyway, I did come out here to pick a few things, so I guess you could consider this my first harvest. I'm going, if I could talk right, to pick some of these serranos. My first serrano. They're about finger length, so it's kind of a skinny pepper though. I really don't want to pick that. I want to get the really big boys out of here so that other ones can grow. Got a couple good size ones. We'll leave them ones go for now. These are not ready, obviously. They're trying to change color. A lot of them are changing color, really. As far as sweet peppers, they're not ready yet. I did pick those two before, but that's all I'm picking for now. Holy cow. Look at that big boy right there. It's huge. All right. So what I wanted to do is come over here to the cucumbers. Well, oh my gosh. Oh, there's a gardener snake in here. It scared me. I'll be honest. I don't know if you can see it. It's moving right there. I have not seen one of those in here yet, but my heart just skipped quite a few beats. Ooh, I hate snakes. I hate snakes. I hate snakes. They give me the chills. I was gonna check the acorn squash. I'm just gonna check from this distance and see what's going on. I hope you don't come around this side. Oh man. All right. Let's get my heart to calm down. Whew. I'm keeping an eye out for him though. Lord have mercy. All right, let's make sure that my yellow squash is still in here. Yeah, it's down in there. Oh, it's actually grown quite a bit in just one day. There it is. Ta-da! So I think the reason why I don't have a lot of squash is because they're not really getting pollinated as much as they should be getting. Ooh, wow. You guys remember what that zucchini looked like? That was yesterday. Look at that. That's one day of growth. All right, so let me go over here, see if I can't see that gardener snake. I don't know why I'm doing this. I wonder if he went back out to the woods. I don't know. Celery's growing, but wow, I don't understand why the stalks aren't thick. Let me see what it says. It says celery. Oh, that's why. 90 to 120 days. So about the end of August, end of September, somewhere around there, they should be fully mature. I guess I need to start reading my tags, huh? Oh, get that back in the ground. So I want to check my broccoli tag too. Says 50 to 80 days. Tender rich green heads. Well, June, July, yeah, so I think August, those will be ready as well. All right, trying to watch my back with this gardener snake. I know it's not gonna hurt me, but it just gives me the chills and creeps me out. So I really don't want nothing to do with it. Let's see. We got a lot of male flowers on the acorn squash. I don't really see female flowers yet. I want to see though what the maturity is. Okay, 70 to 80. So I think everything in this garden is going to be about ready August, September. Of course, my tomato plants, my cucumbers, and pepper plants are going to be a different story. They'll be ready sooner. Fix that. I did put another panel up here for these to grow. Oh. All right, so this is what I came out here for. I want cucumber. So I am going to take this big old cucumber and harvest it. Look at that. Big old size cucumber. Let's see what's on this side. I was hoping to grab a couple of them, but they don't really look big enough. Oh my goodness, look at this tiny little plant here. And it's got a little baby cucumber. Let's get that on the fence here. There we go. No, it's not strong enough to stick, I guess. Not strong enough to stay anyway. I don't see any vines on this. This is like a whole bundle. I don't see any vines though that will hold it up yet. No, not yet. Look at that. I'm getting some good sized cucumbers. Oh, you can see right through the fence. I don't want to pick a lot. I just kind of want to pick what I'm going to eat today. I wanted to find a good green tomato so I can make some fried green tomatoes. Them are one of my favorites, fried green tomatoes. It's like all of the tomatoes are still green. Nothing is rotting away. That's awesome. So, you know what? It's not much, but guess what? It's gonna feed me, which is the whole point of this garden. Feeding my family. But here soon, you guys, we're gonna be overloaded with produce. Look at the growth on these. Holy Lord. I kind of want to look through here too, just to make sure things are growing right. Yeah, I see some tiny little cucumbers down there. There's also one right there. They're just all over the place. Look at the baby. I'll stand back here, kind of try and get the whole view of it. Of course, great growth over here as well. All right, I am going to head inside and decide what I want to do with this cucumber and these peppers. I'm not sure yet. I want to taste these peppers. I've never been able to grow hot peppers. I don't know why, but it's never worked out until this year. But I might put some apple cider vinegar with this cucumber and let it sit in the refrigerator today. I don't know. Might just chop it up and eat it. A little bit of salt. We'll see. All right, guys, headed inside because it is not a great looking day. And also, I have to do a band gig today. Oh, by the way, last night, our band gig went so awesome. We had so many people show up. A lot of people we haven't seen in years and years. And we were very happy to see everybody and be able to visit. And everyone was happy they could hear our band again. So, still can't get over how big my big boys are getting. Jeez Louise, this garden is so perfect to me. But remember, next year, it's going to be much, much bigger. I want to show you guys what I was talking about the other day. I know I said I was going to head in, but this area right here, this area is going to be filled with more either planting in the ground or boxes. We'll see. But next year, this garden is going to be much, much bigger, and I cannot wait. I'm super excited for plans on next year's garden. All right, let's go inside. Nope. Try the Serrano. Even Anthony. And he's the one that usually eats hot stuff all the time. I mean, really hot stuff, but he bit in that and he's just like, he was thrashing around. He's like, no, no, it's too hot, it's too hot. I want to show you guys what I bought today for an outfit. I don't have many clothes, let alone any that fit me anymore. So I got this stuff at Maurice's. These jeans. And the shirt. And also, cute little pair of white shoes.